Chapter 11. The remaining Lwax are tied up and guards are positioned. After a meal, a council is called by the Adrexia people to decide what to do with the remaining Lwax. That night, as a celebration, people gathered around the fire. The leaders from the two villages come forward to speak. We have suffered at the hands of these invaders. That being said, we are a peaceful people and wish only to live our lives without conflict. What say you? Varian takes Levax's hand, and they move to this inner circle. Levax's new abilities were able to bring these new friends to us. Varian nods to the Iujas. We must first give our gratitude and thanks to those who saved us. They have suffered much in our defense, and we owe them our lives and our help. Varian and Levax drop to their knees before the Iuja group, quickly followed by all the Adrexia people around the evening fire. Lwax sits sadly with the children in the back watching. We thank you as our new friends. We offer whatever our world can provide to give you a new home. Varian rises and turns to the Adrexia people around the fire. As for the Lwax, we are not killers and we fight only in defense of our lives and families. We are all aware of islands that are 3 days' journey. The large village exists on the coast of the Great Waters, and I offer that we work with the village elders to put the Lwax on an island alone and to ensure that they never leave it. Jserex walks to Varian. You show yourselves to be both wise and kind. I am happy you do not want to take your revenge on the Lwax. We too are a race that fights only for survival. Since our people are from the seas of our worlds, we would like to settle in the sea of your world. We offer to help in the continued protection of your world. We will continue to watch over the Lwax to ensure that they no longer are a danger to your world. We have many advanced capabilities, however we offer only to help where you wish us to help, and teach those things you wish to learn. In our dealings with the Old Ones, whom Levax maintains communications with, we begin to understand the treasure her abilities provide, and will continue to be your friends and help you protect this great prize of your people, if you wish. The evening wears on well into the morning. The details of the plans are finished, and the decision becomes final, and the people head for rest, leaving only the guards to watch over the Lwax. As Varian and Levax walk towards the cave, a Watcher communications window opens. 60, I wish to report that the Iuja force has defeated the Lwax. However, they've lost contact with their main ship after it left the planet to continue attacking the Lwax fleet. There are now only 15 Iuja left. They wish to stay and live in our oceans, continuing to help us. Sadness, please relay to the Iuja. We are sorry at their loss, but we thank them for their help. We will attempt to reach you when we can. We will stay in touch with you, Levax. Iuja have shown that they are good friends, which we will not forget. Levax and Varian approach Jserex and Lwax to transfer the message from 60. With hugs, Lwax begins to cry into Levax's shoulder. With the rising of the suns, 3 groups begin to head out from the area of the caves. One to return to the village with Lwax, some of the Iuja to return to their ships, and others to take the Lwax to the coast. At the point of parting, Jserex meets briefly with Levax and the village elder. In his hand, he offered a small metal unit. I wish to provide you with this communications device. If you need us, you can contact us using this unit. Otherwise, we can contact you as needed. I wish you well, and we can meet often to share our friendship. Village elder smiled. Again, I wish to express the high regard our people have for you, Jserex, and all the Iuja saviors. We will always be your friends, and look forward to seeing you soon. We will take good care of your friend Lwax. The Iuja pilots return to their ships to begin the job of flying their ships towards the ocean. Entering the waters, the ships locate a position off the coast of the large town, and close to the island just off the coast where the prisoners would be relocated. While some stay and begin to set up security, others leave to ferry the rest of the ships to the new site. Work begins as the Iuja release a few robots to set up a safety perimeter, followed by the job of putting up buildings. A few Iuja ships headed straight to orbit and begin to inspect the remaining defense systems in orbit around the planet. Not knowing the results of the main ship confrontation with the Lwax, defenses may still be needed. Others of the Iuja began to lay a network around the island to track the Lwax, which would soon be moved to the island. Each Lwax would be fitted with a tracking device. In combination with the network, Iuja computers could keep constant watch over the Lwax to ensure no escape took place. The Iuja began transporting Lwax ship remains to their new underground locations to use as recycling for homes and future defense systems. The robots quickly tore the ships apart, salvaging useful electronics and recycling the remainder of the parts to build walls and foundations for new buildings. While the Iuja robots are building the new town, the Iuja small craft are used to provide a basic operational platform as they gather materials to fashion structures and set up security zones. Having little understanding of the creatures living in the large ocean environment and needing full use of the robots, a sensor network was quickly built to provide a basic protection in case of a curious creature came by to investigate. The transport ship of the Iuja, having arrived at the planet without communications, comes into orbit, and Yefer, along with Bardax, transport down to the planet's surface by Levax town. As they appear, they notice many of the buildings have been burned down. Slowly, a small group gathers, and a small boy runs to get Levax and Varian. Bardax sees Winix as he opens his suit to breathe the fresh air of the planet and runs to her arms as she begins to cry and collapse. Levax and Varian come running to the small group. Hello, I am Yefer. I'm looking for Jserex. Can you tell me what happened? Our ship communications are out, and we have not been able to contact them. Welcome! We are so happy you survived. I know Winix and Jserex and his group thought you were lost. Here's a device you can contact him on. Jserex, this is Yefer. We are okay and have transported to Levax town. Bardax and Winix are with me. Our ship is in orbit but needs repairs. Lwax have been destroyed. This is a joyous surprise. We have a lot to cover. I will meet you at the ship. Yefer turns to Levax and Varian. I need to return to the ship, Levax. Can you help Bardax find a place to settle for a while? I'm sure he will be more comfortable here with Winix. He can give you a rundown on all that happened. We can talk later after I meet with Jserex. Of course, it will be our pleasure. I have already provided temporary quarters for Winix, and there is room for two. Well, folks, we've reached the end of the chapter. Click the link to continue listening to the story. Also, be sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons so you never miss another story on Watcher in the Fall. If you enjoy our videos, please click Patreon on the front page and buy me a drink. Thank you.